How you guys doing? This is Jason with TuneTech, and what you're looking a phone of something I've already done a video on of a quick unboxing, but this is the CMF Phone 1. And I got today a couple of accessory videos that will definitely complement the CMF phone. Okay, so what am I talking about? Well, this is, like I said, this is the CMF Phone 1. And yes, there's accessories like this, the kickstand, which I've already talked about in the video. They also have cases, a lanyard, and a wallet case or a card case. Most of those are not available here in the US at all, except for this, which now it's not. In the UK, I think some of the cases are still available, but I'm not sure. But outside of that, CMF by Nothing is actually kind of trying to start their own ecosystem. If you remember, maybe last year or beginning of this year, they released this. This is the CMF Watch Pro. It was a decent phone, or a decent watch, uninspiring design, kind of like an iPhone, but they kept the orange like they do, some technical things, and it had some minimal functionality. It did what it's supposed to. It's more like a fitness tracker more than a smartwatch, but you got notifications and it wasn't bad. The biggest issue I had with this was the software, because for some reason, when you installed the watch software on your phone, if you swiped up to your apps and closed them out, it would close out monitoring and it had to keep running. It's confusing. So I didn't really use it very long because that kind of drove me nuts. But this year, they released the CMF by Nothing Watch Pro 2. Now it's circular, yet it is smaller, and it comes in a bunch of colors. This one is actually gray, but they have a couple of them. But right here, if you see on the side here, so it does health monitoring, heart rate, sleep, stress, SpO2. It's got 120 sport modes, smart movement, auto brightness, gesture control, a la Apple, and it does GPS for you guys who run. So if you want to consider this, it's a cheap alternative to a typical phone, or I keep saying phone, but a typical watch. It's got great battery life. They report up to 12 days of battery life with 24/7 sensor monitoring. It's a crisp and bright display at 1.32 inches. It's AMOLED, and it's got good auto brightness. It has a sleek circular design with interchangeable bezels. Now I don't have those bezels, but it is interchangeable, just like the phone, kind of making it modular. They have improved the software. That's what I'm really excited for. So I'm hoping the software on the watch and on the phone will be awesome. But some of the negatives obviously are you're gonna have limited watch faces, but I'm sure there'll be more. And it's a basic functionality, so it's gonna have just basics compared to like a Wear OS or an Apple Watch will have. But it's overall a good phone. Oh, here we go again with the phone. It's an overall good price, and if you're into the CMF mantra, this is a device that is effectively going to do what it needs to do at a much lower price. And so far, guys, this phone for $199 USD has been punching way above its price, and it's blowing my mind. The biggest issue I have with it is probably the camera. And it's not terrible if you take into account that it is $199, but they just issued another update today, at least that's when I got it. And hopefully that will make the phone that much better. But here's the watch. I'm gonna pull this out first, put it off to the side. And it looks like you can maybe pull this out. And in here, we got the unique charging pogo pins, kind of like the first one did, and then looks like a book, and that's pretty much it. So let's just get this thing out here. So it says here, position the CMF by Nothing mark at 7 o'clock when placing the bezel, then twist it clockwise until it locks. So that's just telling you how to take it off. So it looks like this right here. Can kind of twist off, yeah, see? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. And it's not like it's super loose, so it shouldn't just like fall off your wrist. But what I'm going to try to do here, guys, is I'm going to try to plug this in, charge it up. But you got one button, and I don't know if the crown actually moves, does anything. You get your typical sport bands, quick releases on both. You got your sensors, and it's plastic. But this thing starts at $69 USD. I'm gonna try to power it on. I doubt it's gonna, oh, look at that, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this phone here and see if anything happens. All right, guys, so to pair this, you download the CMF Watch app, hit add device, it finds it, it pairs it, and as you can see here, it's always got something running at the top. It says CMF Watch connected. If you close that out, it may automatically disconnect. Hopefully they fix that with this, but as you can see, there's your stock or standard screen. So you scroll here, now you got widgets. You got no phone records, contacts, keypad. You got music, steps, outdoor runs. You can click that, it'll start doing your run for you. You got your steps, the weather, and scrolling up, you got your notifications, and scrolling down is your settings. And then on the app itself, you've got, it looks like there's already a new update to the watch, but we've got your steps, your exercise. It's a really good layout for the app on your phone. I have the OnePlus Watch 2, and I'm not a big fan of On Health or O Health, whatever they call it. This one seems more put together, but I'm not sure how accurate it actually is. But then you have, you can start a run, but you have to come, obviously allow time, and it tells you where you're at. Then you have your gallery of your watch faces, and then you can go through and set up your notifications and all kinds of stuff, and then unbind the device. And then here is the information on you. So obviously you can set up information on that. So again, guys, this is the CMF Watch Pro 2. This is the silver one. They do have an orange one, kind of like their older style, but if you want to look, here is the differences. So you're going to have some benefits and minuses to both of these. So one is, this one's going to be a little bit faster, a little better software, but this one's bigger, so it's kind of better battery life. But either way, I prefer trying out the newer one, and hopefully the software is better. This has been Jason with Tech. This is the Watch Pro 2 from CMF by Nothing, and it paired pretty simply with my CMF Phone 1. Thanks for watching.